Please have a seat. I would like to discuss something very serious today. Erectile dysfunction is no laughing matter. Okay, no, seriously, I'm just messing. I actually do have something that I take very seriously that I want to talk to you guys about. I guess this is just kind of my way of talking it out and working it out in my head, maybe getting some feedback from you guys about. But some of you guys may or may not know that about 3 years ago, I took on a huge WoW project that my goal was to basically make one of the most intensive cosplay slash real world WoW experience. Basically, you know, just taking WoW out of the game and making it a real life thing. It's a music video, and it's called We're FOK'ers. It's about rogues, obviously, and you know, we did some really cool stuff, and I think it could be a very impressive video. But I stopped working on it because there are a couple of things that I dislike about it that I cannot change. But as I've been, you know, I plugged my external drive into my son's computer and, you know, took a look at that old footage and kind of went to see where I was at with it, and it really is almost done. And I could put it out. And part of me wants to. Part of me wants to share the hard work that went into it, to share some of the amazing scenes and costuming and fight scenes and, you know, painted Draenei girls and, you know, stuff like that. But there's a couple of things that are holding me back. When it comes to what I do here on YouTube, for me, this is just a way to express myself and have some fun. I would hope that people see that I have more to offer than just a pair of boobs, you know. But I do think that I sometimes get pigeonholed in that respect, where people think, you know, she's a boob tuber, you know, people only watch her because she's, you know, sexy or whatever, you know, people say. And believe me, it's to my own frustration that, you know, videos like I'm a Tree or blah, 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 where I'm wearing skimpier clothes get, you know, tens of thousands of views, where some of my other really good songs that I've done machinimas or other things for get basically ignored. So, I mean, it's a frustration for me as well. The problem is with this footage, I'm wearing a very sexy costume. It wasn't 100% meant to be that way. I think that, you know, it was one of those things that I was new to trying to make videos, and I wished that I could go back and make my costume slightly different. I would only change a little bit of it, but enough that I feel like if I were to put this video out, people are going to look at it that way and be like, oh, she's just trying to, you know, sell her sexuality or whatever. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I find human sexuality one of the more interesting facets of the human experience, but I don't want to only be that. And I want people to recognize my songs and the work that goes into the things that I do, rather than, you know, rather than not. So I guess what it comes down to is I'm just trying to decide what to do. There's no way that I can go back and recreate this footage wearing a different costume. There was a great deal of expense and time and energy and things that I just can't redo that went into this video. So I really feel kind of torn. It's like the one half of me really wants to share something that I think could be really cool, but the other half of me doesn't want to be known for that. And I don't know, I just wondered, what are your guys' thoughts on this topic? You know, when it comes to cosplay, I mean, how sexy is too sexy? I mean, if we're mimicking the costumes that we see in game, I mean, is that, you know, really a terrible thing? You know, I know that I'm a bit top heavy, so I need to be more conscientious about what I'm wearing, because if I'm not, it comes across kind of slutty, and I get that. Now, But, you know, I also feel like kind of on the flip side, that if a guy had made this video and I was wearing the same skimpy costume, it wouldn't even be an issue. It'd be like, hey, yeah, dude, great, you cast a hot chick. So, you know, not trying to be like sexist or anything, just like I said, bouncing the stuff in my head here. You know, we did some really cool stuff, and I just, you know, I hate to see it sitting on my computer not being used. I just don't want it to be interpreted the wrong way. And I know that there's no way to really put it out there and have it not be interpreted the wrong way. I know that, you know, people are going to say what they're going to say, and they're going to think what they're going to think, whatever my motivations for the costuming were. You know, there's going to be the people that don't listen to this video and know, you know, the person behind the costume, or, you know, what went into creating it. So, I don't know, it's just something I really need to decide, because truthfully, I could have it done in a matter of, you know, days if I decided to do that. And I think it would be a special video, but I don't know. I just don't know. And, you know, I would just love feedback on your thoughts. So, thanks.